So, season finale tonight, right? And we start in September. Okay? We start September and we finish in June. So when I read these two stories, I have this little voice in my head. They're both loving parents. They want to do something good for the kids. But one is doing it properly, spectacularly, right? 52 countries, learning cultures and all that. Hi, Dad. 我哋三個禮義廉恥，國之四維，四維不張，國乃滅亡，right? The four cornerstones of Chinese culture and values. So these are our virtue, right? Some guys, I don't know how many years ago, 2,000-3,000 years ago, invented these things. Very good things to have. Believe me. So, I'm not going to say anything more. I just want you guys to come up. Now, this is fun, okay? This is not an exam, there's no grading. And anybody who wants to come up, sit here, and we could actually, do a little debate, friendly debate, to see whether we Chinese actually do better or worse than the foreigners in these four departments. Megan, take the hot seat, please. Yes. No, please, this is just a fun game. There's no friendly debate like this. There's no winning or losing. We just want to have a little bit of fun. Okay, that's all right. We don't need to make that person. Okay, please, Megan.
Okay, I just taught the first word.
Yes.
Okay,
you do the first, yes.
For my opinion, I think we cannot draw a conclusion of what type of people, because every country they have several types of people. To the good side.
But you're not answering my question. You're not answering my question. But you are a politician, right? She's a great politician, okay? She's not going to hurt anybody. That's okay. Well, what Megan is saying is, can I do the summation?
We more and more we emphasize on maybe material.
And there you go. Thank you very much. Yes. Which is not good. I said it in my last, STC May 11. You guys have a university degree, you guys are all educated, they're my way, so don't listen to them. Alright? That's wrong.
Because every time we come to STC, I feel at least 10-15 years younger. I learn a lot, speaking to you guys as well. So I want to share a little bit about career. What I do, I've been in the recruitment business for the last 10 years. I work for a company called Ambition. We're an Australian company, and I've been recruiting for the last 10 years of my career. I'm going to do a quick survey with you guys all first before I go ahead. You all have a dream job, yes? Dream company, dream job, yes? I see some nods. Can you share with me a little bit about your dream job and dream company, the company you want to work for? Anyone want to volunteer? Dream job. What would your dream job be? What would you like to do? What company do you want to work for? KPMG, excellent. And what would you like to do there? An accountant. And are you working there now? Not yet. So year 2. Excellent.
Working to go there, to reach that level.
Excellent. So you have your journey, but you ultimately want to work for KPMG.
Yeah.
So that's great. So that's your dream job. Excellent. Anyone else?
I'm not sure we being a politician. Shortly, I think I'm going to run a district councillor.
Yeah.
Later, if I have some support from the party, maybe I can go to MOT and ask him to see what chief executive for some question maybe.
Sure. So that's a public area, right? So we're private sectors, but that's a different path. But still, that's what you want to do ultimately. And what year are you in?
Year 3. Yeah.
Year 3, all right. Excellent. Anyone else want to share?
I want to own my social enterprise.
Okay, excellent. Now I didn't set this up. You got private sector, public sector, and also wanted to start your own business. So that can also be your dream. So I want to share a little bit about my journey and my career. Because when I speak to students or even people who are working at the moment, I hear a lot about their first step of their career. How it is important to get the first job right so that they can set the direction for the rest of the career. But I think a lot of people stress too much on finding the right job, finding the right company. And they miss out on the learning experience that they can potentially get. So people focus and zoom in too much on the first job, the company they want to work for. They want to work for Apple, they want to work for Morgan Stanley. But if they don't get that job or work for that company, their first job or the first couple of roles, they oftentimes miss out on great opportunities and learning experiences. So I want to share a little bit about my journey. I graduated in 2002, that's a long time ago, that's 15 years ago. And it wasn't particularly a good time. I was in Vancouver and I graduated from the University of British Columbia, had a BCom degree in marketing. Why it wasn't a good year, it was just shortly after the burst of the tech bubble. The Vancouver market wasn't particularly good, and I must have applied to over hundreds of job applications during my fourth and final year to different companies. Now I did go through a lot of interviews, most of them rejected me after the first round. I had one role that actually was for TD Bank Canada. Some of you know this organization. That I've gone through the first couple of rounds. And I was invited to the final round interview at the Vancouver headquarters. I was a little too confident, through the interview process, and I eventually didn't get the job. Now that was my only lifeline. I had nothing left after the TD interview. So I was obviously stressing because graduation day is coming up. Looking for a job, did not have anything on hand. So I quickly went back and tried to apply for other things, and I saw this job advertisement for a company called Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Anyone heard of Enterprise? It's a US company, it's a car rental company, okay? So apply for a management training program. I actually got a call the next day for an interview. I went for an interview. Now, trust me when I tell you that after a business undergrad degree in marketing, the last thing I want to do is to be renting cars. Okay? That's not my dream job, I guarantee you that. But I had no other choice. And they actually did offer me the management training role, so I did join Enterprise, and that was the beginning of my journey. It gets better. Okay, so Enterprise is known for a particular service. Okay, now when you need to rent a car, obviously you don't have a car, and you need to get to the rental location, right? And in Vancouver, in Canada, North America, public transportation is actually not great. So what Enterprise offered, and they still offer it today, is something that's really smart. The tagline is, we pick you up. So you book a car with us, we will come pick you up. So, but we don't hire professional drivers. So guess who did that job? The bottom of the food chain, i.e. me, the management trainee, was the driver. And I honestly did that for at least 6 months, if not a year, of driving. My parents probably don't even know this. Driving all day, every day, 6 hours minimum, if not 8, if not more, driving around town, picking people up, not random people, these are customers of ours, bringing them back to the branch and sell them and draw them up the rental contract, put them in the car, and then all that. Now, obviously, that wasn't my dream job. Driving was not my dream task, but I had to do it. But little did I know that that experience actually set me up for what will be a dream career now, and I'll come back to that. And through picking up customers, driving them, what it really equipped me was to speak to people. It forced me to speak to random strangers in a car for that 10-15 minute ride. You had to come up with a topic, you had to build rapport. It's part of sales, because after I bring them back to the branch, guess what? I need to sell them that car insurance, the rental insurance. And when you rent a car, if you rent a car, and if you plan to rent a car in the future, buy that insurance. Okay, it's not a scam. You really need that protection. Okay, trust me. So that 15-minute became the lead up to me selling them the car insurance. So my result, back then, if I can remember, I did a pretty good job. But naturally, I'm an introvert. I don't like being in public, I don't like talking to people. So that was a pretty difficult task for me to learn to strike up conversation, talk to people, build rapport, and close the sale. So fast forward a little bit, I left Vancouver in 2005, came back to Hong Kong because after 2.5, 3 years of renting cars, I wanted to make a switch into something real. And because my degree was in marketing, so when I came to Hong Kong, I applied for marketing roles. So I worked for a company called Swire Resources, under the John Swire and Sons Group. Did a year of that under the Columbia ski jacket brand. You guys know that? Okay, didn't really like it, so I said I'm going to give marketing another try. So I applied through a recruitment company actually, and they placed me into LVMH. You guys know LVMH? Lord Hennessy, Louis Vuitton, the French company. So I was with the wine and spirits division of LVMH doing, again, marketing. My degree was in marketing. I wanted to do something in marketing. But it really didn't fit. It really didn't click. It really didn't give me that sort of satisfaction. So I was at a career crossroad. So at that time, I went to my friend, who was a recruitment consultant at KPH, and I said to her, I really don't enjoy what I do as a marketer. Now my degree is in marketing, I feel like this is my destiny, but it really wasn't. So I went to her for career advice. And she told me, after talking to me for a couple of hours, she said, why don't you look at recruitment? Because I think you have the personality and skill set to be in recruitment. Now I knew nothing about recruitment, executive search, headhunting business. But I was quite desperate, so I agreed to meet a couple of people from KPH at that point. So after meeting a few people, senior leadership team management, I actually enjoyed a lot my conversation with them. They were very articulate, they were passionate, a lot of energy. I told myself, even if I didn't know what I was doing, I would enjoy working with this bunch of people. So based purely on that, I decided to join. And obviously, KPH at that time was kind enough to offer me a job because I didn't have any recruitment experience. So they hired me on the basis that I had some sales experience. And that's why that first job I had at Enterprise had instilled in me or given me the opportunity, some flavor in sales. Although it wasn't back then a job I really wanted to do, but it really opened up and allowed me to try and be in a sales role, which eventually led me to my first job in recruitment, which is a sales role, some of you know. And that's really how it all happened. So as they say, the rest is history, and 10 years on, and I'm still in recruitment, enjoying every moment of it, and feeling the passion every day as I wake up, knowing that I'm a recruitment consultant, I'm in a people business, and I'm helping people change lives every single day. So my point again is that your first job, whatever it is, if it's your dream job, I congratulate you. But if it's not your dream job, I would encourage you guys to think about the learning experience. Because you just never know the things that you learn in your job, whatever it may be, where it may lead you further down the road. It will lead you to different places, I guarantee you that. And it may even lead you, and certainly lead you to a career that you like. But you have to be open-minded enough, yeah, to consider different things, and don't be so disheartened when that first job offer comes in, want to offer you a place at our firm. That if it's not your dream company, you still have to, I hope you guys can be positive and give that opportunity a try, give yourself an opportunity, yeah. So that brings me to my second point. I want to talk a little bit more about career, passion, and money. As you all know, money is important. Yeah, we need to pay bills. Okay? We need to have that. Let's say if you have a dream car, dream vacation, that all needs money. But after spending 10 years and doing what I do as a recruitment consultant, I've spoken to hundreds and thousands of candidates. And I've come to realize one point that money, to a certain point, yes, it's important, but it will have, well, not a diminishing return, but after a certain point, it becomes a number. The satisfaction that people get from money certainly will decrease. I currently recruit more at the senior level, so the candidates who I speak with on a daily basis are probably about 15, 20, 20 plus years experience. So a lot of them are at their midway point, maybe just past their midway point in their career. And this is real. Yeah, I want to share with you. Every day when I talk to them, a good percentage of them tell me, Justin, can you find me a job that will give me the passion back? I don't really care about the money. I can take a pay cut, 15, 20, 50% pay cut. Now that's a bit extreme, but I've heard people say that. I really don't care about the money, but I really want to find something that is meaningful. And why do they say that? I mean, these are successful executives that's got a great career, a beautiful CV, but I think they've been, a lot of them, been striving for the career promotion.
Chief executive for some question maybe.
Sure, so that's a public area, right? So we're private sectors, but that's a different path, but still, that's what you want to do ultimately. And what year are you in?
Year 3, yeah.
Year 3, right? Excellent. Anyone else want to share?
I want to own my social enterprise.